What up, my people? I just want to go over a couple things. Let me make sure my hotspot's off okay. So, I'm looking on Twitter and I'm reading some things. I'm looking at stock prices. I'm seeing some things. And I just want to go over it with you real quick. Real quick. So, first of all, DWAC had a major run today. It went up over almost 90% today. As a high, BBIG went up something like 30%. And these are just distraction stocks. If you see the volume, nothing impressive compared to the 10-day average. The DWAC is impressive, but the DWAC is no bueno because it was started as a SPAC. And one thing I learned about SPACs is that they get a lot more dilution than regular listed companies. So I don't fuck with SPACs. I tried to fuck with DWAC a little bit, but I'm done with DWAC. It's a distraction. It's all on MULN. 666. Negative 6.66%. Rounding up to 6.67%. So yeah, MULN, the volume, 230 million after hours, if you count the after hours. If you look at this day right here, so this is the volume of MULN, I guarantee after hours is more than 230, so this is likely our lowest volume. To see the volume drop off so much and then to build back up and then drop off again says very, very good things for Monday. No guarantees. It could be another week. But what I want to go over is that, you got to understand that when it was going up 69% 2 days in a row, a lot of people were buying that probably already sold for a loss. There's a lot of strict investors that just don't fuck around and they don't chase squeezes and all this stuff. But MULN's got the perfect technical analysis right now that even they are starting to swing trade and stuff. And so what's cool is that you see all this volume. I mean, even when the volume's dropping, this 225 million volume, it's more than anyone's average anywhere. So the volume's still very high. We're still very happy about that. What you guys got to understand is that when there's 1.8 billion shares traded here, and then there's 200 million shares traded here, technically speaking, no exaggeration whatsoever, retail could have bought more on this day than they did this day. When I showed you that AMC and GameStop both squoze at their low volume point, everybody knew. I mean, there was 1 million people that knew both stocks were about to squeeze no matter what. There was more buying from retail those days than any other days, yet the volume is the lowest. You got to understand that the reason this was 1.8 million volume and 1.3 is because we did 69% and 69%. They're selling shares to themselves. They're buying up all the shares and then they're setting up shares to sell above that price so that it can't run too far, and it runs where they want it to run so that they can get some people to sell and then crash it back down. But the problem with this is that not everybody sells. A lot of people are diamond handers, and the problem is that they keep lowering the price. They keep giving you a chance to average down lower and lower and lower. And it's still well above the 10 cents that we hit. We're still 40% up on that. And so all these things combined, what you got to understand, the squeeze is upon us. Whether it's 1 week or 1 day, it's fucking happening. There's no doubt about it. And the volume's going to come back. Don't you worry about that. But when it does, you got to understand the market makers are part of that volume. The majority of that volume every fucking time. And so definitely don't be discouraged about low volume, because that just means that we're priced 60% of this volume. Typically on a day like this, we're 10%, we're 5 to 10%. But on a day like this, where everyone knows that it's squeezing, everyone's tweeting about it, you know that people are buying. So how is the volume so low? It's because the price doesn't move. And so if they don't move the price and they just let it sit and stall and they bring it down just a hair, it takes very, very few amount of shares for them to F with the price like that. And so definitely nothing to worry about. All good news. Now, if we go to Twitter, everybody's acting like they're a goddamn bear. Like, you got Financial Journey saying, oh, MULN looks like it's doing its old stuff. It's like, no, shut up. It's not even close to doing its old stuff, you... why can't people just think? We got freaking Lawrence Hodge coming back and saying that everyone's wrong and he was right the whole time. And it's like, look, if Lawrence Hodge loves David Mitchery still, and if he's willing to come back and say, I messed up, or we thought it was good and it wasn't good, but now it's good and it's squeezing, and he comes back after the squeeze to help on the second squeeze, which is going to happen 2 or 3 months from now. Like, if all of that happens, then life is okay. Like, if you hate him, then you hate yourself. Like, that's what you got to understand. Everybody you hate, like, if you don't have the absolute best reason to hate them, then you're just looking into a mirror and hating yourself for all the same reasons, I promise you. Even if you can't see it, I promise you, if you hate somebody that's trying to help the greater good, even if they fail, even if they lied, like, if you can tell that they're trying, like, it is on you to give them the benefit of the doubt and let them screw you again. It really is. Like, that is what the Bible says, and you just need to learn to live with it. Because if we get screwed, if somehow magically they do another dilution vote, whatever bullcrap, they haven't even announced yet, so it's not happening. But if it did, like, I wouldn't be upset. I wouldn't file a lawsuit. Like, none of that's happening. I don't care. I just know that me doing this right now is going to lead to something freaking amazing. And I believe it's the stock squeeze, and then I believe there's something even better after that. But, like, you guys are just way too attached to your money. Fuck your money. Your money don't mean shit. You're a broke bitch. I don't care how much money you got. I'm taking your money if you're saving it. And if you're not saving it, then you might as well put it into MULN. Because anywhere any money goes right now today, it's ending up in MULN or in my motherfucking pocket. That's just the way this world works. Like, when they tell you that if you divided all the money up equally between all the people, that all the same people would have the same amount of money, they're fucking lying to you. The fact is that logic, if you take its logic to the end finite resource, the logical conclusion, it's that the best person always makes more money than the least best person. And so, ultimately, what that game says is that all the money ends up in one motherfucker's pocket. Just like Monopoly. Now, like, obviously, if MULN squeezes, you're all going to get money, and I'm not going to take your money or nothing. But, like, if you live a bad life, you're going to lose your money, I promise. And no matter what, like, money just keeps on coming to me, and it keeps on growing. And hopefully someday I can just end money and find a way to make this world work better than without money. I don't know that we can do it without money, but if we do bring in money, if we do keep the money, then, like, one thing that's going to happen for sure is food is free, housing is free, electricity is free. Like, the basic necessities of life are going to be free, and then people will decide if they want to work after that. And the people that decide to work will make a fortune, and the people that don't will, like, live a modest life, but, like, they won't struggle, and they'll be happy, and they'll be partying or doing whatever the F they like. And I don't care. Like, I'm not here to freaking convince you guys to do anything. I am here to dominate this earth, bring back everything that the Bible says will come to pass, because it definitely doesn't say Jesus comes and does it. It says somebody finds Jesus, and through Jesus' spirit, this person does it. And it definitely says that this person's name is Marcus, and it definitely says Marcus is God. So, all of those things combined, like, just go fuck yourself. If you're thinking about money, if you're scared about your money, if you're anything other than a full all-in bull on MULN, the only stock on earth that's worth your time. Well, I hope that made a lot of sense to you guys. Like, we are in a beautiful moment in life, and if you aren't even watching, I just feel so sad for you. Like, you don't even know what you're missing. Like, how'd you miss GameStop and AMC and not be ready to make sure that you caught the next one? How that's possible, I'll never understand. Like, it makes me so disappointed in you guys. So weak. There should be 200 million investors in MULN right now. There should be. There was 7 million in AMC. There's probably 1 million in MULN, but there should be 100 times more in MULN than there was in AMC, because MULN is a better stock. MULN has the fundamentals. MULN has the technology. MULN has the business plan that can grow, and seemingly, like, we won't know when the growth will stop. None of the other businesses offer that. And the ones that kind of do, their market caps are so large that, like, they have to double exactly what they're doing today in order to double their stock price. And the ideas of doing that, like, they don't even claim to be able to do that. Like, every time they double the last year, the ability to double next year becomes 100% harder. Man. That's why MULN's the perfect stock, the perfect fundamental, the perfect technology, the perfect fucking social media following. Like, everything it needs, it's got. I feel way more confident in MULN than I ever did in AMC or GameStop. And I fucking dominated both of those stocks. So where you at, motherfucker? What you waiting for, bitch?